One, two, three.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Long time
to
no see.
Movie Talk. Movie Talk with the Benchwarmers. I hope everyone's having a wonderful
Just talk
day.
like car talk. Oh, I'm so glad you were here today.
Yeah. Guys, I just want you to know you matter.
What's up, guys?
Crikey!
No, that's all right. So last time we were talking about what is the best movie soundtrack. Just entirety. What's the best movie soundtrack? And there's a few different ways you could go about this.
That was the hardest part of this.
Yeah.
It's tough, man, because like when I was looking at it, I go okay, like because I was putting together my favorites, right? Where I go like the criteria for me for at least was like, do I re-listen to them? And
Right.
then two, is it more than like one or two?
Yeah.
Like soundtrack has to be like at least 7 of the 8 songs.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know what I
Right.
mean? But like it has to be overall like a.
It's the vibe of the movie.
It had to be
like,
the movie. It brings
to
the
me,
movie
yeah.
together.
So to me, that's really what's like what encompasses an entire vibe of a movie. And like when you think of that soundtrack or that movie, like so the ones that I've got on my list, it's like they're so ingrained of that. Like that's why it makes the movie great, and that's
Right.
why I will listen to it in separate, listenings as well. So or like individual songs from that. Because that's a whole
Yes.
other thing too, and we can go on that at a different time. It's like individual songs from different movie soundtracks
Yes.
are iconic.
And there's a lot to
Oh,
pick
yeah,
from.
'cause
There's
on that
a
one.
lot.
Well, because like there's one that I listen to a lot. That's I think it's Travis Scott, but it's from Tenet, and it has
yes.
like
okay.
the one song that's so
Yeah.
damn good that I listen to all the time, like in
Yep.
the gym or whatever. But
Yeah.
like the whole rest of the soundtrack's kind of stinks.
Yeah,
So like, it's kind of trash. But
but yeah, that's a whole different set of conversation.
So who wants to go
shut up
first?
for later. That'll be
Before
one.
we start,
all right.
okay? I'm not giving my list, but before we start,
yes. Wrong.
I did. Thank you. I think honorable mention for everybody should be the opposite of a soundtrack. No Country for Old Men was great, and it had no music.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It is a music like I don't know if it's completely musical,
We should
but I
look-
think
all
they
right,
said like
so-
time to music like
I'll
ratio.
write that down.
Yeah.
Let's
Is
look
that-
that up of like movies that don't have a soundtrack.
Yeah, I
'Cause
don't.
there
I
are
don't
a
know.
few.
There's not a lot.
Probably
It's
not.
it's not a big list, but I know
Not a
there are
lot.
some that are.
There's a lot of
iconic.
silent movies probably.
Well, yeah. No
Some
kidding.
Charlie
there's
Chaplin.
there's this nice silent film
Yeah.
scene that came out in
But
1910.
I always found it so interesting because I didn't notice it upon probably my first 4 watches of the movie. I love that movie. I love horror movies or like suspensey movies.
Yeah.
And then somebody pointed it out. And I was like, yeah, there's really not.
Yeah, because it's like some of them just have sound effects and that's it.
Yeah,
Especially-
like when he's flipping the coin and stuff. Like you
Yeah.
hear the coin.
Sound
Yeah.
effects versus
proper
score music
score,
stuff
yes.
that like they say a lot of horror movies if you pause or like if you mute it,
Right.
it takes away from it.
Takes
so
away.
there was always some sort of
Except
like
in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Dude.
a whole nother like science
You're-
too, especially with horror movies where it's
Yeah.
like some of the like there have been studies of like the subharmonics of
Right.
if you get a proper theater. That's why some movies you'll watch, especially like scary movies in a theater, and it'll scare the pants off of
'cause
you.
it's so
But if you
loud.
watch if you watch it at home, it doesn't have the same effect.
You're like-
But then
Yep.
somebody will say, well, because it's the sound, because they design it to be played over the speakers that have a certain range of
Yes.
tones, and they have a certain frequency that like it's a science where it'll unnerve you. It has certain frequencies that will make you just feel on edge.
Yes.
And that you can't get from a home theater system unless it's like,
So good.
a super big badass.
I would
one,
love to
you
get
know.
one of those systems
That would
just
be
for
so
that.
cool.
Just because.
But like that
Because
kind
you
of
can blast
science,
it.
Yeah.
and this is why like music is such a tight thing. It's like the science behind all this is just
Oh, 100%.
incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
They train your brain to
Yeah.
to know what to look for, listen for.
Or just like subconscious, you don't know that your brain is looking for that, but
Yeah.
it like the people who are composing
So
it do.
I think James Wan for like Conjuring stuff like that. I think he'll do it sometimes, and I know in Dead Silence when he did that movie a while back. Like I don't think y'all seen that, but like
I don't think I have.
yeah, it's about like
Maybe.
Mary Shaw and has like a little ventriloquist dummy stuff like
Oh,
that. So
uh-huh.
like, but in certain points, like it would get real quiet.
Yeah.
So like it would go dun, 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 and there would be no sound.
Right.
So then you're like, there's no noise, but you know something's about to happen, and all of a sudden the thing happens.
Yeah.
So
Right.
your brain's like every time that happens, you go, oh.
But it's like, and also on like the flip side for like optimistic movies or stuff, or like things that are like epic, there are certain like chord progressions that you're just naturally trained to go like that. It sounds amazing.
Yes.
Or like a build up, build up, build up. It's like the same thing with like a drop where it's like
Right.
amazing. To me, How to Train Your Dragon probably has one of the greatest things where he's like flying.
You know what? That one's really good.
Ba ba
Yes.
ba
Yeah.
ba.
You know, a really good one that I and I'm not the music guy. You got this area, but Moana.
Oh, yeah.
The song of Moana.
Yeah.
It's in an imperfect chord all the way until she says she's going to do it,
And then it resolves.
It resolves.
Yep.
And then you listen
It's
to
that
the thing,
kind
and
of
you're
stuff.
like, man, it is like this part of the song really
Yeah.
is missing. Like, it could go one more. You're like a half step off, and
Yes.
you literally are just
That's
a half
exactly
step off,
it.
or a full step, or whatever.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, that's the whole point. Like
That's
the song
exactly-
dude was like, yeah, this
Yeah.
sounds off, and then when she finds her place,
Yeah.
now we're right. How about that?
Yeah.
She's there.
And
And
it's all about natural C, which is like
Yeah.
the most natural sounding. Like,
Yes.
It's like
There's just it's certain things that are
Yeah.
ingrained or whatever, and it's one of those things where it's like in literary things where you have it's like, all right, does the author actually mean
Right.
that the blue means it's a depressing
Yes.
person? He has blue curtains in his house. He obviously is a depressed character, and
Right.
the author's like, the curtains were freaking blue.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? I just said that they were blue to give some like. There's no meaning
I had to pick
of
a
that.
color.
Yeah, exactly. But
I
then
was out of
some
the
are-
other paint.
But then some
Yeah.
are like, yeah, this
Right.
means this, very deep thing. This actually is a representation for this,
Yeah.
and then like in music, it's the same thing for that,
Uh-huh.
that kind of stuff where it's like you have. Certain meanings, and it's like
Right.
the composer will put certain, themes, and that's the whole thing with. Like,
Yes.
That's what it was. It happened more in like old classical music, and I'm glad that's why soundtracks are.
What you call like a composed. Like,
Yeah, an actual
piece.
composer. So like Beethoven, Mozart, they would take themes and then expand on them. That's where you have movement 1, movement 2,
Right.
movement 3. Each of those have different themes
Yes.
associated with it. And then there's a story, I want to say it was Mozart, where him and a rival were like in a spat because he
Right.
was a genius.
Yep.
And so a rival called him out. And so they were going to have some like dual like music off
Dueling
type of
pianos.
thing. No, seriously, that's exactly what it was. And so Mozart shows up, takes the music that the guy
Uh-huh.
went first. He takes his music that he was, flips it upside down, and starts playing that, and goes on for an hour improvising on the stuff that he wrote.
That's crazy.
Just
Which
because
is
he
so
went just a
baller.
big middle finger to, I'm better than you. What are you gonna do about
Here's
it?
the original Eminem.
Oh, for sure.
From 8 Mile.
Just the
Yes.
balls on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty wild.
So it's
Everything
like,
you're going to use against me, I'm going to use against
Yeah.
me.
Use against me.
and so now it's
Joke's
like
on you.
exactly. And so now you have like composers nowadays,
Yeah.
where it's really is that kind of same thing where it's like they take certain themes and throw it throughout different,
Right.
the rest of the movie, and it makes it that type of like cool to it.
Oh yeah, it's a science for sure.
I could go on forever about that.
Oh, I love
yeah.
it. I love
So who wants to start us off here?
I can go first if you want.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have two kind of categories
Okay.
for it. And so my first category is proper like soundtracks of like an orchestra is doing all of
Okay.
this, and it's a composer with soundtracks.
Okay.
So I'll start off. My bottom one is, so I've got 4 for this one. Shawshank Redemption
Okay.
is
I like that.
very, very, very good.
I don't remember the entire movie score, but I know there's a couple things.
Yeah, so it's one of
Yeah.
those where it's like you couldn't do any of them you couldn't say any of them by name, but they are all very, it's a theme. So let me look up the composer. I should have written that down. Shawshank Redemption.
Because I know there's like the main one that when you hear it, you're like, oh, that's Shawshank.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
the reason why is Thomas Newman. He does a lot of other like it's ambient stuff. So he does American Beauty, Green Mile. He
Green Mile
did
was
good.
Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. So
Finding
that
Nemo,
kind of
dude.
like he did Skyfall actually as well, Inspector.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right, bud.
his stuff, especially for
Put some respect on his name.
Yeah.
Shawshank, is that very ambient themed type of thing where
Yeah.
nothing stands out, but it hits that emotion. However you want to do it, it's just pushing that emotion forward.
Yeah.
And so like when you're like listening to or you're watching that scene, it gives that emotion just so much better. Like to me, it's when near the end when Red is reading the letter that he
Right.
writes, where it's like that calm, like, dear Red,
Yeah.
if you're reading this, then I hope it finds you well, or whatever. That goes
Man,
down
Shaw-
to
I
it.
need to revisit
And it's just
Shawshank.
and
Been a
it's
long time.
that narration. You have Morgan Freeman's quiet narration, but then you have that push.
Mhm.
It hits in just that right way.
Right.
Yeah.
The next one is Gladiator. Wait,
good one.
that by
Is
Hans
that-
Zimmer.
I was gonna say that's Zimmer,
I was
right?
saying,
Hans
I
Zimmer.
expected there to be
So,
a decent amount of Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer is
Walking
is
through
all-time
wheat
favorite
fields.
composer, like movie composer,
His name
100%.
is Magnus Opus Marinus. Like I never remember his full name ever.
Maximus Odysseus.
Yes,
yeah.
that's, yeah. I love it, but I'm like I never remember his
Father
name.
to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. God, it's such a good movie. Such a good
great movie.
But it's like that. It's like because you have that iconic, you have his Elysium track where he's going through the fields at that point.
Yep.
You have all the fight scenes, you have the opening scenes and whatnot. And it's,
reveal.
yeah, exactly. It's just so big. It's iconic. Again, Hans Zimmer, my favorite. And it's actually funny. It ties into my number 2, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
It's very good.
Again,
It's a great
Hans
choice.
and so the reason it ties in, Pirates of the Caribbean, iconic. Like,
It's one of the best scores.
yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
So recognizable.
It's just, it really is. Like, every piece of that is so cool. It's very, like, if you can't think Pirates without thinking that type
the
of
music,
just
yeah.
music
Because
style now.
there's some movies that need the score, like they need each other.
Yes.
Because if without that score, the movie is the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it
But it doesn't
almost
have the same
aesthetics
effect to it.
differently.
Yeah.
So there's a correlation between Pirates of the Caribbean and Gladiator, where Pirates of the Caribbean, if you look up who actually did it, Curse of the Black Pearl is technically by a guy named Klaus Badelt. Klaus, yeah.
Good old Klaus.
Again,
Wunderbar.
Klaus and Hans, yeah.
Ah, Hans and Klaus.
So the reason why it's Klaus, but if you listen to Pirates and Gladiator,
Okay.
they sound very much alike. Because Gladiator was released, I think, the year before Pirates of the Caribbean. Hans Zimmer was finishing Gladiator at the same time that Pirates of the Caribbean was being started. So they had reached out to Hans, like, hey, can you do this Pirates of the Caribbean? He's like, I can't right now, but I have my backup guy,
my buddy.
Klaus.
Yeah.
He worked with him on a bunch of other stuff as like his right-hand man. He's like, he can do it for you.
Just sends his PA to
But no,
write
but
music.
he was like, hey, I've got a lot of ideas for songs that I was not able to use for this, but I think would be a perfect
Right.
fit for Pirates of the Caribbean. Send it with that guy.
Wow.
So the basis for a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean stuff was from Hans Zimmer's, that whole mindset he was already doing during Gladiator. So that's why you have a few of the same type of themes for Gladiator that sound very much like Pirates of the Caribbean. But then obviously Pirates of the Caribbean goes a whole different way than
Right.
Gladiator did.
Yeah.
So kind of a cool
pretty
little
interesting.
connection.
That's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have never known that.
Yeah. And so then my all-time favorite for a soundtrack, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Specifically,
That sounds about right.
all of it, but specifically Return of the King. Specifically.
Probably one of the most beautiful movie scores
Yeah,
overall series.
I would say because they shot them all as 3 and he composed them all as 3,
Yeah.
I would combine it as all 3 of them are iconic. And then to our point earlier, for re-listening, I've listened to all 3. Like, it's perfect for like studying if I need
Yeah.
to work when not concentrating on lyrics or something. I love the whole soundtrack. It's just gorgeous.
Also, I'm glad you mentioned scores because, like, we'll get to my list eventually. But like I left all my scores off because I'm like my list was gonna be gigantic.
Yeah.
Because I
Right.
listen to so much. I'm like
yeah.
I listen to so much.
And so,
scores
like, and I could go like
stuff.
just with Hans Zimmer alone. I could go with like, all right, he's done Interstellar, beautiful soundtrack.
Yeah.
He's
Interstellar was
done
good.
Lion King, beautiful soundtrack.
Really?
He's done
know
like did Superman, Man of Steel. He's done
Okay.
so many different ones. Like, I could go down his whole list.
Right.
And it's iconic soundtrack after iconic soundtrack.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
There's so
Yeah, he's
many.
done a lot.
He did
Inception.
Inception.
Oh,
Yeah.
Inception was great too.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually
And that's
enjoyed
another
a
one
lot,
that had the theme of it's like that main song. He
Right.
used that as the basis for a lot
Yeah.
of the other rest of the soundtrack.
I wasn't familiar with your work, Hans. So.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like he could. I mean, shoot, I could talk your ears off over Hans Zimmer.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised Star Wars wasn't in there for him.
So I love Star Wars, but it's to me it's iconic, but it's not
Yeah.
like
I like
all encompassing. Like if
I like certain
put it this way,
scores
for
each one.
for Star Wars, that opening theme of just like
Right.
da 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 da. If in the theater, when Force Awakens came out and
Okay.
it was that first Star Wars in my adult life,
Right.
tears almost came out
slapped.
because
slapped.
it hit that specific emotion where it's like that perfect nostalgia as a kid.
I just
I'm an
imagine a bunch
adult.
of like 25,
Seriously.
30-year-old dudes just in there.
Yeah, it's like what
It happens.
'cause what 10,
I bet it does.
Well, because like what Force Awakens came out 10 years ago, so yeah,
Yeah.
I mean we were all in our 20s, early
Yep.
20s. You were, a babe.
I was thinking, I
Yeah,
wasn't in
you
my
weren't
20s
in
just
20s,
yet.
yeah.
You know, I feel your
I was
sentiment.
a young
close.
24 years old.
I was close.
When I
19.
was a young warthog.
But yeah, scores. I'm glad you got
Yeah.
some love in there because I couldn't do it. I went for ones that I listened to the actual like song soundtracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, I just
So
listen to
you
it.
want some like Hans Zimmer highlights real quick?
Sure.
So he did Cool Runnings, A League of Their Own,
Yep.
Lion King, Crimson
I'm familiar with
Tide.
that one, yep.
Let's see here. So this is where it starts getting Prince of Egypt.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah. Mission Impossible 2, Road to El Dorado, Gladiator, Black Hawk Down,
Black Hawk Down was good too.
Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, if you've ever seen that one. It's a great animated movie, by the
Heard
way.
that one.
Last Samurai. Oh, so
That's a
Good.
movie, too. I almost
Good.
rewatched that the other day and I
Yeah.
stopped
Yep.
myself. I don't know why.
Let's see here. Madagascar. Oh, Batman Begins.
Yep.
Pirates of the Caribbean. All of them.
Yeah, he did all of them, yeah.
Kung Fu Panda. Let's see here. Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr.
There you go.
Inception, Megamind. Let's see here. Again, there's the sequels to all of those as
Yeah,
well.
it's like an old-
Man of Steel, 12 Years a Slave, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, Interstellar we said. Let's see here. Dawn of Justice, Batman vs. Superman.
It's a good score.
Dunkirk, that was a really good one.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, that one's World War One,
Okay.
the Battle of Dunkirk.
Got it.
Yep.
I'd probably like that. I like more
like
movies.
it.
So your Blade
Yeah.
Runner 2049, the new Lion King, the remake. Let's see here, Dune did all those ones.
Okay.
So Top Gun Maverick, yeah. So he's done
Zimmer's
a ton.
everywhere, dude.
Yeah, he's done a lot. And so then I have my second little smaller category is movies that have like pop music as their soundtrack.
Pop music. Talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah. But like that's the whole like
Yeah,
vibe of
right,
it.
right.
So my first one is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Yep.
That was
James
one of mine.
Gunn.
Uh-huh.
And then the next one, Shrek 2. Just 'cause
He's a big Shrek guy.
I love Shrek,
Dude,
but that
Shrek's
one's
a big
but same
Shrek
thing where it's
guy.
like
Best,
every
dude.
Yeah.
every
I love Shrek
random
too.
little piece of pop, music
Oh, for sure.
fits perfectly with every scene that it's in.
Oh, dude, and that was such a good.
Yeah.
That's a great pick. That's
Yeah.
a great
Yeah,
pick.
that's a good
I didn't
one.
think about it, but that's a
I
great pick.
always forget about Shrek 2.
Yeah.
Shrek 2 has one of the best soundtracks of all
Oh,
time.
it was
Exactly,
great.
because
It's
it's
so
so
good.
like because the story isn't as good as the first one, but it makes up because the music is
Oh, the
I would
music
say
is
better
so
than
good.
the placement is better than the
Yeah.
first one. So
I think, it's
I
the
think they
second one.
found out that
Yeah.
the first one, like the music was hidden. They were like, we'll just focus on that.
yeah, just
Yeah,
roll with it.
like,
roll with
ah,
it.
just do
It's
that.
like, hey, all right,
Yeah.
we got our good story out of the way. Now let's make a funny one.
Yeah.
Like let's make a good soundtrack out of it.
Oh,
So
yeah, dude, that's pretty great.
yeah, so that was like to me like the two was like, all right, you have
a good
beautiful
balance.
overarching, and then it's
Right.
like, all right, pop culture.
Yeah, it's a good balance.
Yep.
You want to go ahead and do your honorable mention, or do it after we do our main list?
Oh, that was the
is that it?
yeah.
Okay.
So that was my kind of like honorable. It was like, all right, it's a separate type
I feel
of type of category.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors? We can. I think I should go last because I have a surprising one again.
Okay.
All right, and so Guardians of the Galaxy I put on there.
Sure.
Just the range of music, and then it goes
Yeah.
with it goes.
so
he does
good.
such a good job at putting it with the movie.
Yes.
That it almost feels like part of the.
Yeah,
the
that's exactly.
Yeah.
He
Like-
tailors the scene to go with the
that
music.
soundtrack. So,
Yep.
Like just his opening of just
yeah. But so it's so good. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy I had to put on there because it's one like just overall. A lot of mine you'll notice like when I get to it, or like I say a lot, but a few of them, it's a little bit cheating because they're like real bands
Right.
produced for the movie.
Right.
So like my next one, and there's no particular order,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna kind of go in order. So at the top I put Across the Universe
yes.
because I love Across the Universe.
Love
Right? The
Across
movie,
the
the movie's
Universe.
very
It's
trippy.
such a niche.
It's very good,
Okay.
but it's very trippy.
So
Okay.
But the music is the Beatles.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So every song in it is the Beatles, but it's produced to be like to do with the scene.
It's
you
like
know,
a it's like
yeah.
a
It's
musical,
musical.
with the
Okay,
Beatles songs
okay.
as the
Yeah.
soundtrack.
It's very
That's
good.
cool.
It just
Very
feels like
well
an
done.
hour and a half long acid trip, but like it's.
Oh, sounds
I
great.
love the movie. I
It's
remember
so
when it
good.
came out on DVD. I think I was like 16 or 17 when it came out on DVD, and I remember going to the store and just buying it.
Yeah.
I was like,
So
let's
good.
just see.
Yeah.
And to this day, it's one of my favorite movies.
If you
It's
love
just so
if you
good.
love the Beatles, you
Yeah,
love Across
if you like the
Universe.
Beatles, you
yeah.
like Across the Universe.
Yeah.
Even though it almost feels like Yellow Submarine in live action, but like
Yeah.
yeah, it's
It's with the
dude.
guy. Did you ever watch
sounds
21?
The blackjack.
Yeah,
movie?
Blackjack
Yeah,
movie.
the
Yeah,
main,
yeah.
the
The-
main
yeah, the
guy
main
in that
actor,
movie
that
is
is
the main actor in this one, Jim Sturgis.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
kind of leads me to Across the Universe is on there. My next one's Saturday Night Fever
Ah.
because I love the Bee Gees, right?
Yeah.
I love the Bee Gees, and that's just
Okay.
what the soundtrack is. Like
Yeah.
it's John Travolta, which Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you
I
seen
don't
it?
think so.
So
Seen that and the play.
it's very
Great.
misleading because
Okay.
it's known for the disco music, which is the Bee Gees,
Right.
and then John Travolta dancing, like he's like greased up,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I gotta dance, and
Yeah.
he's like going
Yeah.
to disco clubs. That's what they peg the movie as. It's super depressing movie.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's
oh my
very
gosh.
good, but it's very very sad.
Yeah.
So like it's one of those like I remember watching it for the first time, being like, oh, because I love the Bee Gees.
I
And,
would
like,
say
watched it,
so.
like,
So you
oh
like
my
your
God.
Hairspray and all that. Obviously,
Right,
like,
right.
you watch Grease and all
Oh,
that.
I've seen Grease probably 50
100%
times.
definitely watch Saturday Night.
Yeah, I've not heard of it.
You
I'd watch
absolutely
it.
need to watch it.
Yeah,
John
you're saying like
Travolta in his
John Travolta
prime.
like Grease. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
great.
Think of if Danny grew up.
Oh,
Yeah, and
sounds
it came out
great.
Yeah.
before Grease, so I think this kind of like
Yeah.
led into.
Oh, led into it.
I think
Interesting.
so. Yeah.
So it's very good. So if you like the Bee
Very
Gees
good.
like that, so next, Dirty Dancing, because I
Yeah.
love the soundtrack to. I love the movie, but
Yeah.
like the soundtrack to Dirty Dancing, like
Yeah.
peak cinema.
It
Very.
is good.
So it's one I get teased about for liking so much. Now to bring it back full circle for who my identity is, Space Jam.
Yeah.
That '90s basketball jock
great-
jams,
yes.
like it's so good,
That's a
dude.
great
like
one.
it's so. I believe I can
It was
fly.
so
Yes.
Dude, it's so good.
The opening to that probably set
Yeah.
all of that because it
Oh,
was
yeah.
just really good.
Some of the best music.
It encompasses like the '90s vibe.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Michael
Like,
Jordan,
I would say
Bugs
so,
Bunny,
yeah.
the soundtrack, like it's so good. This one's a sentimental pick because of just my buddy and I growing up, Tenacious D.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
is it the
Yeah.
perfect? You have to
No.
be a Jack Black or Tenacious D
Yes.
fan to like it.
Yeah.
If you're
It's such a
not,
niche,
you're like,
yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah.
But, like, it's such a like. You have to be a fan of it to enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
And like Jack Black does some weird crap, but Tenacious D, the movie and the soundtrack like go hand in hand.
Right.
He's a shining golden god.
Dude, it's so good. The next one, the movie. A lot of people will tell you the movie stinks. I actually really enjoy the movie, but the soundtrack, dude, Rock of Ages.
Oh,
it was
that's
actually really
great.
good.
The
I
soundtrack
love
to
that.
Rock of Ages
Yes.
is so good because like
Oh my gosh, yes.
because it's songs that already exist, but like
Yes.
Tom Cruise killed it, dude.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
Stacey Jax.
and
Yes.
the girl, Julianne Hough.
Julianne Hough, yep.
Like just the whole vibe is like it's
That
cheesy. and
Alec
I enjoy the
Baldwin
cheesy.
in there.
Yeah, Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, who was the crazy dude?
oh my god.
Get him to the Greek.
oh
Oh,
yeah. I forget his name.
I can't think of his
I
name.
forget his
I
name.
see his face.
Yeah, I forget his name now because he's like
Katy
people
Perry's
shove him.
ex-husband.
Brand.
Russell Brand.
Russell
Yes,
Brand.
thank you.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Rock-
yeah.
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 Yeah,
But
he was
the
in there.
movie, the movie
political
is strange
commentator.
as hell,
Love
it.
but like
Yes.
Rock of Ages, the soundtrack is barn, and I have like half that soundtrack on my phone.
Right.
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah.
And then so that's my main list where I'm like, okay, those are ones that like for the most part I either have all the songs downloaded or if I listen to them, then
Right.
it's like I
Yeah.
listen to every song. That
Yeah,
plays
sure.
on there. And then my honorable mention, so again, no particular order, Black Panther.
Ooh, yeah.
Because
Interesting.
most of it's Kendrick Lamar, and then there's a couple like outliers, but
Right.
like just the overall vibe of
Yeah.
that first Black Panther soundtrack.
Interesting.
Very good. The Birdcage,
Okay.
because it's like it's very cheesy and for the time,
Right.
the like whole nightclub vibe. But like it's one that I have a few of those songs I'll listen to every now
Okay.
and
Right.
then. Drive. I don't know if y'all watched the movie
Is that
Drive with
with
Ryan
the-
Gosling.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, I
He has
had.
the jacket.
Yeah,
Is that the
it
jacket
has
one?
a scorpion jacket.
Yes,
He's like a hitman.
yes.
Isn't that the same kind of vibe as like Baby Driver, where it's that?
Yeah, kind of. He's like a.
They
like a,
seem like similar movies. They seem
Yeah,
like
he's like a
cousins.
hitman. Like one of
'Cause
the,
that came out
Drive
first,
is a
and
heist
then-
movie,
yeah.
and Drive is more like he's a hitman. So like,
Okay.
but Drive is one of those like if you've seen it, you'll say it's one of the best movies of all time, and if you haven't seen it, you're like, eh. But then
Right.
like you need to then you see it and you're like, oh
Yeah.
damn, like it's
Right.
one of those. It's such a sleeper movie.
Yeah.
The soundtrack for Drive, even if you haven't seen the movie, if you just look up the soundtrack for it, is so good.
Okay.
Like
Right.
Night Call is one of the best songs, and like if I'm
Yeah.
ever just like in your car and you're driving and you're vibing and you put on Night Call, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Gotta find your leather jacket.
Yeah, I need a scorpion leather jacket.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, just for funsies, Barbie.
Ah,
Because like the
you
Barbie
are a sucker for Barbie.
dude,
huh?
Barbie soundtrack, dude, it's so good. Like,
And you always wear that I'm Kin
yeah,
shirt. Yeah.
unironically, which is the shirt. The shirt is funny, but like the soundtrack, dude, like that Dua Lipa dance,
Yeah.
dance the night away. And then I'm Just Kin, like the girls,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
daughters really like it. So like we'll listen to I Am Kin.
You'll just
I'm
ham out
Kin,
to
like,
it?
all the time.
Yes.
And so I'm like, because of those two,
Okay.
I'm like, I gotta throw a little
Yeah.
Barbie love in
There
there.
you
So a weird range, but like it's
Yeah.
one that like I love those
Right.
Yeah.
soundtracks like with a passion. But if I did Scores 2, it was gonna be brutal because
Okay.
like there's so many beautiful like just Hans,
Yeah.
you named like 30 great scores just of a
Right.
one dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I knew if I dug that rabbit hole, it was gonna be a lot.
Yeah, so I just knew.
gotta-
I just knew I had my top that I'll always go to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is similar. I did a few, I guess they would be called scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm familiar
Music,
with this
no words.
terminology.
Yeah.
It's kind of that vibey music.
So my honorable mention I'll do first was Braveheart.
Okay.
Just because
That's great.
I love the score.
That's great.
And honestly,
Braveheart.
if you listen to the soundtrack without,
Beautiful.
dude, it's a really good piece of music.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good, especially because it
Absolutely.
features the bagpipes, obviously.
Yep.
And it's not a used instrument.
No,
I
but the
love it.
bagpipes done well is so cool. They're
Oh,
such a
it's
good
so cool.
instrument.
And you
yeah.
can tell there's like a fight going on because of like the back and forth the way
Yeah.
he does. It's really good.
Yep.
From there, I have Last of the Mohicans.
Yes.
an older
Another
one.
great one.
It's been a while since I've seen Last Mohicans too.
It's an older movie for like generally what I
Yeah,
would.
that's a great
But
soundtrack
that's a
though
great
too.
pick.
Soundtrack is there.
Great pick.
Then I have Gladiator, of course, because walking through the wheat fields.
Yep. It hits a certain way. Yep.
There's something you hear the song, and I have the picture of the wheat fields.
Yeah.
A little butterfly.
Now I have this one. It's probably not as popular for others, but for me, it's up there as Jurassic Park.
Yo.
Yes. John
To
Williams
me-
right there.
Ah!
To me, like that music.
Iconic. One of the greatest French horn opening
It was
pieces.
so
I have
good. What
two
a
Jurassic
specific
Park
thing to
songs.
say.
No, because it is like that.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo.
For sure, but it's like I
Yeah,
don't
when
think
that
the
wave
French.
starts off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
quiet.
it's awesome, and it sets up
Damn
like
it, man! I erased my list now. I'm
the
embarrassed.
background that like you automatically feel when you're there. You
Yes.
feel like you're like walking with the
So
dinosaurs.
good.
100%.
I'm sure you can pull up some just on top of your head if you want to
like
later
yeah,
on.
like
Yeah.
Jaws or not Jaws. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Jurassic Park. Like
So
it
good.
goes back to like the It's kind of like what we talked about. Like the
Yeah.
music goes with that movie so hard. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
that like with Peace and Love to the new ones. Like
Right.
it's missing that charm
Yeah.
a little bit. I think they tried. But
So,
man.
so to me, that's where it's like John Williams has iconic individual pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, but to me, like a whole movie is less so. But
Jurassic Park,
the way
he
that,
killed.
yeah. So
It
that's
slaps.
like that's
He-
that's
what-
true. That makes a hard argument.
He just
Yeah.
hit it out of the park. I've
Yeah.
listened to that probably because like back when
Oh, yeah.
I would be in a classroom or something, dude.
Oh, yeah,
that's what
perfect.
that's what was on.
Yep.
Because you could work, you could do the thing,
Yeah.
but also you're like, man, this is really cool. Then I have the second category, which I say the soundtrack is a character.
Yep.
yeah,
For example, Baby Driver,
yep.
I have on there.
Baby
Yeah.
Driver, 100%.
I'm surprised you didn't mention Baby Driver because it's that same kind of vibe.
To me, the
where-
soundtrack is a character of the
No,
movie.
'cause
Like,
for him,
now
it
it's
actually
affecting-
is.
Well,
Yes.
that's the problem.
That's his
now
whole
that you say Baby
shtick.
Driver, like again, there's so many movies I could list. I'll let you
Yeah.
finish by mentioning
Yeah.
other ones, but yeah, there's
The other one for me
100%
was
character.
Blues Brothers.
Yep.
With
yeah.
Belushi and Aykroyd.
Yes.
For one, I love John Belushi.
That's such a
Yeah,
great
I love Dan
combo.
Aykroyd.
Yes.
Like when they were on SNL, I
Yep.
was like
That's your jam.
that was my thing.
Yep.
And honestly, they're both really good musicians.
Very.
So I think it helped that they were also the musicians and the actors.
Yeah.
It they understood what was going on.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw out an odd one that
Yeah.
it isn't mentioned, but I love it. Fantasia.
Dude,
Okay.
Fantasia- that's one of the ones where
Now-
I would argue the soundtrack is. It's kind of like Rock of Ages.
Yeah. It's better.
better than the movie.
It's better than the movie, and
Yeah.
it is a little bit of a cheat because Fantasia doesn't really have any talking. Like there's
No, but it's a soundtrack.
dialogue.
It's a score though.
Yeah, it's a
the
score.
the soundtrack is the dialogue.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they are literally,
They're
and to
talking
me
with-
that is so recognizable because like I hear it and I do listen to it from time to time.
Yeah.
I've showed my kid it, and it's like, no, that is in
Yes.
conveying emotion, dude. I can
So,
see the waves
It's
up
almost
on the
like
on
an
the
opera.
thing.
Yeah,
Or,
Yeah.
or like a ballet or something.
I'll let you
like that,
finish
where
it. I'll let you
that's-
finish your piece, and then I'll say something about
Yeah, that was
So-
pretty much it. Fantasia
Okay.
is like my penultimate, or I guess
Yeah.
it would be ultimate.
Yeah,
Yeah, penultimate.
penultimate. Yeah.
Because it does convey such emotion.
Yeah.
And it is, to me, it's both. It is the background music and it is a character.
Yeah.
Yep.
It accomplished both. I don't know who wrote it.
Right.
I didn't even look that up.
Right.
Whoever it was, genius.
So, I wish so much that animated movies would go back to that style of music where, like, for animation, it used to be you would animate something and then the music would go along with the animation. So, like, you have your old, like, Hanna-Barbera cartoons or your
Right.
Looney Tunes and stuff, or that kind of Disney. If they walked, the music did something. Bump, 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 bump. Or
Right,
that's it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So every time he
And it
does
was
a piece
awesome.
of magic, something,
Yes.
the music happens. I wish more things would do that as a regular basis. I'm sure
Right.
some of them do kind of, but that was every note, every hit did something with the music, matched the animation. And
Yes.
it was amazing to be able to experience that in real time. Little fun piece. I used to play handbells back in the day. But we actually did the whole Fantasia with.
I would
So
love that.
we did a live version of all handbells. We had 3 different handbell choirs, and we did it to Fantasia.
Right.
So we were playing, and we had
the streaming
the music going on in the
playing.
back, and we were doing it as directed.
so good.
And so you had all of us doing the
can only
handbells.
imagine.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I'll show you a video later. I've
That would be
got a
great,
recording
yeah.
of it. It's really cool.
And Ralph
yeah.
Vaughan Williams apparently
Okay.
is the composer. I
Yeah.
don't know him.
Ralph.
And then of course they also had like Tchaikovsky and Bach. in
Yeah.
there. But you know, the guy who did the
but
Fantasia.
ultimately, like, it's kind
Yeah,
of like
but he
with-
did the main.
Yeah.
He's as big of a piece as the director is, really. when
I
it
would
comes
argue
to
he's
it.
a
Yeah.
bigger part of that. Yeah, like
Honestly,
it's like him and the animator. They
Yeah.
were the people of the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
thing. It's kind of a theme with my taste though, where like it's because like with the best medium, I went with stage
Yeah.
for that reason. If everything is like a
Yeah,
part of it and a
because stage
character
does
of it,
a huge thing to
to me that's the top.
Yeah, so we just watched Wizard of Oz with
Yeah.
the girls to because they watched Wicked, and then now
Right.
funny enough we had them watch Wicked Part 1 versus before
Oh,
Wizard
really?
of Oz, which kind of actually I think I might actually like that
For the
as-
kids?
Yeah, for
Interesting.
an introduction, because you
I
have
think if my son has seen Wizard of Oz.
our kids
I don't
hadn't,
know.
and so because to
Probably
me it's
not.
like for Wizard of Oz you immediately go into the Wicked Witch is bad.
Right.
She's an irredeemable character. She's evil. But
Yep.
then if you start with Wicked, the kids were all asking, but isn't she the good one?
Yeah, she's the
And so now it's like even though
Protagonist.
technically Wizard of Oz and Wicked is technically it's a parallel universe.
Right.
Is what they classify it as because it's not a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
I like to think it's like, all right, you have
it's a
your
prequel to me.
Yeah, it for sure.
It's got to be.
and
like,
so because of those questions, like the kids were asking, well, isn't she the good witch?
yeah.
But now she's not the good witch.
They've got, like,
but
a
then,
moral conundrum
But
on
then
their
now
hands.
with part 2 coming out
Yeah.
here, you'll be able to see that. It's like, oh no, but there's the
Right.
reason for it, how it all wraps up.
Yep.
So I almost kind of like that of if you're gonna introduce somebody to
Yeah.
that whole universe. Wicked Part 1.
That would be cool.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And,
Which
and
might
then
be
Part
how
2.
my kid. I don't remember showing him Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of.
Intentionally?
Now like doing this like
Yeah.
in real time, I kind of like that as
He's gonna be
introduction.
puppet mastering all the productions for the kids now. Like,
Yeah.
no, kid, you gotta watch 2, then 4, then
Hey,
3.
I did it with
Yeah.
Star Wars for you to do.
3,
video
5,
on
6,
it.
7, 8, 9,
4,
10.
5, 1, 2, 3, 6.
Yeah,
Right there.
we're going all over the place.
But,
Me like a kid just in there like I don't know what's going on.
Let's go.
But I'm not going to throw out. I'm not going to because again my list will be gigantic. But we kind of flirted with
Go for it. Yeah.
John Williams.
Yeah.
He brought
And
up
scores
Hans
and
Zimmer.
whatnot,
So
yeah.
the one I'm going to throw in out there just because I'm like this will be another rabbit hole just to go down is Danny Elfman.
Yes.
Because
Danny Elfman
so
is
Danny
cool.
Elfman. So
Mission
for
Impossible,
you,
baby.
yeah. So we got. So we'll start from like earliest. We'll just name the big ones.
Sure.
So Pee-wee's Big Adventure,
That's right.
Beetlejuice,
Yep.
Okay. Seen that one.
Batman,
Yep.
Dick Tracy, Darkman, Edward Scissorhand, all the
I know
like
that
Batman
one.
Returns,
Yeah.
Night Before Christmas,
Oh. Okay.
Mission
Yeah.
Impossible.
I know these.
Yep.
Mars Attacks, Men in Black, Flubber, Good Will Hunting,
Men in
Yeah.
Black and Flubber.
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting is
Good
awesome.
Will Hunting,
Yes.
Sleepy
I-
Hollow, Planet of the Apes, Spy Kids, the
Just
Spider-Man.
so many good
And the one
ones.
I would have put on my list if we had included scored would be Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
Okay.
The Spider-Man 2 soundtrack score is amazing. Chicago, Hulk, Big Fish, Spider-Man 2, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Corpse Bride, Nacho Libre, Charlotte's Web, Meet the Robinsons.
Wait, he did Nacho Libre?
Nacho Libre,
Man, he really went from Tim Burton to
Wanted,
Nacho Libre.
Wow.
Hellboy 2.
Okay.
Terminator Salvation. So I'm doing like the big ones. Alice in
Yeah.
Wonderland.
Well, he worked on everything
Real
then.
Steel, Dark Shadows, the Men in Black's Frankenweenie, Hit Hancock, Silver Linings Playbook, Promised Land, Oz the Great and Powerful, Epic, Mr. Peabody and Sherman,
Wow, he had a long
Yeah.
career.
Goosebumps,
Yeah.
The Girl on the Train. I'm trying. I'll just
Huge.
wait because there's like Justice League. He did some stuff on The Grinch.
Wow.
The live action Dumbo, Doolittle,
Nah, Drew Dumbo.
Oh, gosh.
Doctor Strange, the Beetlejuice,
Yep.
and then like Wednesday. But like
Wow.
like Danny
You're
Elfman.
also missing his most famous theme, or one of his most famous themes, The Simpsons.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he wrote The
That's
Simpsons.
nice.
Well, and like, because that one was a movie score.
Yeah, that's his movie.
But
yeah.
but I will say though, like,
You said
I
Justice
listened
League.
to the Batman soundtrack
Right.
so much because I'm like, he did such a good job.
Yep.
But I'm like, and then like it became so iconic.
So you do Danny Elfman Batman. I do Hans Zimmer Batman.
yeah. Because mine's very
We
much
are not
like
the same.
No, I'm just saying equivalent, but very different.
Well, because like one is very
Very
like
different.
One is very like do 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 do, and the
Right.
other
And
one's
yeah, one is like happy, cartoony, and the other one is depressing,
Yeah.
dark, epic.
That just shows you,
Yeah.
like, that's because, like, if we went down John Williams, you got Star Wars, Jaws,
Right.
Jurassic
Yeah.
Park, E.T. Like, there's so
Yeah.
many of those. I'm like, you go, oh my god,
Harry Potter,
Harry
yeah.
Potter. I'm like, so it's like just those three.
I would say
Think of,
those.
like, most
I would
movies.
say those three are probably like the top trifecta of
They say
movie of
composers
modern
are-
day composers. Yeah.
They say composing is a dying art.
No.
It's really not.
So that's
not.
the thing. It's just shifted from it used to be, all right, that was your popular music. Now it's soundtracks, and it's
Quite
still
literally.
it's the same vibe of things. It's just not, you're not your Baroque type of music,
Yeah.
or your uppity type of whatever.
I'll be honest,
prim
you
and
can
proper.
even say that. Dude, you take,
It's the same
you take
style.
John Williams
Yes.
out of the movie in a theater,
Yeah.
it might as well be Baroque music. It all sounds
Oh, yeah.
like
Well, that's-
ultimately it sounds pretty much
Well,
the same
that's where,
thing.
so like I went to see Hans Zimmer
Yeah.
live. It's that same type of, provided he does a bit more like theatrics to it.
Of course.
But you easily could take, you have plenty of Philharmonic orchestras around the world that take all of these and do
yeah.
movie themed nights
Yeah.
for that, and have entire
What's the one that
evenings.
makes the rounds every so often? Mannheim Steamroller.
Yeah.
They literally they had a movie themed one that came through, and
Yeah.
we saw videos of it. Not
Yeah.
like I went, but
But yeah, they do.
Same
I mean,
thing.
like I know, like I said, a bunch of proper Philharmonic orchestras, like
Yeah.
the Boston Philharmonic, the London Philharmonic. Those are like normally playing, Bach, Beethoven,
Yep.
Tchaikovsky, and they're playing.
We need to go
you know,
some more of those when they make the rounds.
Yeah.
Like some of the ones that do the live stuff.
That's
'cause,
why
like,
I love.
I'm, like,
I made it a
bouncing
point to go to
around.
the
I
Hans.
love live
for the
scenes.
last
most
few
of, like, the
years.
Harry
I've
Potter
been. So yeah, John Williams. Like they do.
Well,
Yeah.
for the Hans, I was gonna ask you, did they play like not the movie, but
Harry
like
Potter
scenes,
just-
like a trailer?
They do themed stuff because obviously for copyright reasons they can't just put the movie on there.
Yeah.
But they'll have like the theme for the LEDs
Yep.
and the lights and stuff. They'll theme it towards that
whatever-
particular movie and soundtrack.
I don't think it's here anymore, but in Dallas there was one that was Harry Potter, and you were in the Great Hall. So they had a hall that was
Yeah.
set like it, and you were eating a meal at the table.
That's cool.
While
That's
they
pretty
played,
awesome.
Yeah.
and it was like, oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
They do the concert by candlelight
Yes.
tours and stuff
Yep.
where they do that same type of thing. Those are always
Those look really cool. I get those Instagram
back in
reels
high
constantly.
school, or no, back in college for a music credit, we actually could attend live events, and so there was a video game concert one where
Oh, gosh.
the Tampa.
Is it the dude where he plays the Game Boy into the microphone?
No, but the Tampa Orchestra, the Tampa Orchestra was actually doing video game themes. So
Interesting.
they did like Legend of Zelda, they did
There's
Skyrim.
video game scores too. That are
Yeah,
just
so
like,
that's where
there's
I
some
want to
good
do a
ones.
whole nother list of that because like they were doing Skyrim, they were doing like I said Zelda, they were
Oblivion,
doing Mario,
Last of
they
Us,
were
like-
doing Mass Effect, they were doing all
Halo.
these
Yeah,
they did
Halo, that's one of the
Halo,
best ones,
yeah,
too.
Get
exactly.
some monks up on stage. It'd be great.
yeah. You just get us up there. We probably make it sound as good.
Oh yeah, sure.
Put me in an empty, echoey hallway. We're good to go.
There you
Yeah.
go. Sold.
So I guess we'll throw out there. So for followers on TikTok, I put the question out there for people to just kind of comment some of their favorites.
Yeah.
So we'll do some shout outs. So my buddy Rigo, who's been following me for a long, like he follows us and he followed
Right.
my C3V one for a long
Right
time.
on,
So
right on.
he commented, if you don't know my 2 favorite movie soundtracks, then I'm gonna have to unfollow you guys. So,
Oh, good.
Which the
All
reason
right,
why
let's
he
hear
says
it.
the reason why he says that is because he's very out and open about 2 of his favorite movies of all time,
Okay.
and so I know what he's gonna say. I
right.
commented a movie he hates, which is Pain and Gain. So he was like,
That was The Rock.
he hates,
That
yeah,
was
he
The Rock,
hates it
yeah.
with passion, dude. Like every time I do like the Walmart videos, he's
Right.
like, "Don't get Pain and Gain."
Oh
and
my
so
gosh.
I know for a fact he
We're
would
gonna
say,
send him a copy of Pain.
yeah. So I know for a fact, soundtrack wise, he was gonna say The Matrix,
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
John Wick.
Ooh,
He's
yeah.
Matrix
yeah.
is one I thought about.
Yeah.
He's a huge Keanu Reeves fan, so I know for a fact he would say the 2 of those. So, Rigo, if you watch this, if I'm
Shout out.
wrong, sorry, man. We'll see if you follow us in another life.
Yeah.
The next one, so at Gore Girl Dungeon commented, Last House on the Left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Last House on the Left. So she said, songs sung by David Hess, sweet, melodic, quirky, upbeat.
Melodic, yeah.
Quirky, upbeat,
Interesting.
when it
That's
shouldn't
cool.
be,
Okay.
considering it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Interesting. Gore girl with a horror movie. Show.
Yeah, you like that? The
I like
next
that.
one,
That's good.
Trevor Bisto movie review
Okay.
commented The Lord of the Rings and Star Wars.
That a boy.
So
Seems
you did the right thing.
Star Wars.
Seems like
yeah. So
that would be an easy one for
my
people.
if I had to put another, the only reason I didn't put a Star Wars one on there was because I was already at 4.
Yeah, max, yeah.
And so I would have put episode 2 actually for the iconic soundtrack.
I'm gonna
'Cause-
pretend like I remember which one that is. I'm gonna nod and agree. Yes.
Or episode 1 where they do like Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
But episode 2 was like the love scene, the theme for it.
I still get goosebumps from I don't know if it's called just like Tatooine or whatever, but like when it's hit the two moons.
the two suns, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the Force theme.
Is it the Force theme?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Scott Fisher 59 commented Bronx Tale,
Oh, okay.
which I haven't seen Bronx Tale, so I have
not
no
familiar.
reference.
I've
on
only
that
seen it
one,
like on TV, but okay, that's
Okay,
cool.
so Bronx Tale. At Joshua the Movie Guy 0 commented Superman 1978.
Ooh, classic.
78.
But again,
78.
but that's the original. I believe that's the original John Williams.
Okay.
That's the first ever Superman theme at that
Wow.
point.
There's been a lot of Superman.
Going
back to the 70s.
And then the last comment we got was at TDogGX2 times 2, I'm assuming, commented Cloud Atlas. Didn't like the movie, but loved the soundtrack.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not familiar
true.
with that one either.
Yeah. So Cloud Atlas I've seen once. It's like the reincarnation one, right? So it's like has Tom Hanks, but he's like Tom Hanks in like 50 different lives.
I expected there to be more interstellar, Martian, like spacey movies because I feel like those usually have big scores. But
yeah,
Interstellar's a classic one.
Like Bronx Tale, never seen. Last House on the Left, interesting. I don't remember the music in that too
Okay,
much.
definitely have to check those out
a couple
then.
times,
That
yeah.
sounds cool.
I love horror, so I'll watch Last House.
And then Matrix and John Wick, like
Yeah.
I've seen those. Yeah,
Matrix, I just love. So
Yeah.
here's the thing with Matrix, like it's a very good like score, but I just love the end.
Yeah.
Like when he's like, "This is what I leave for you," and he hangs up,
Yeah.
it's like, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, and he just flies in the air.
Yes.
It's so crazy.
That one was
So a little interaction there. So I'll start trying to post some of our questions on there
Okay.
too, so we can get some. I only did it on TikTok this time, but I'll post it on my Instagram and our YouTube.
We should put a poll, A, B, and C. Who had the best list?
Okay, I like that. Yeah, there we go.
There
All
you
right.
go.
So let it be known which of us,
Okay.
which you all agree
I'm
with
just
the
gonna put
most.
my name 3 times. And like, oh shit! I forgot to put you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
What
like that.
happened? Glitch in the Matrix.
Ah.
That'd be good. Because then it'll be like, what we can do, we'll individually clip them out. And
Yeah.
I'll do like a go.
Yeah.
vote.
Sounds
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Who had the best kind of list? But the thing is, here's what's funny. We're gonna tell what people are into by what they vote for. Because like,
Yeah.
Yep.
because yours was a good mixed bag. Yours was pretty heavy on the scores and had a couple honorable mentions. And mine's just straight up like Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
Like, Rock of Ages.
Every like 45-year-old woman is going for your list, buddy.
Yeah.
Dude, it's you go for what you know. You know what I'm saying, guys? You go for your audience.
But it's also like, all right, what's the style of movie that you like watching the most, though, too?
Yeah.
Because like that, I would imagine, like for me, those are the types of movies that I love watching the absolute most. Those are what intrigue me.
I had
the
that
most.
thought, especially when I was doing like the scores, because I was like, it's either war movies or like war movies. Like
Because,
I like
I mean,
nothing.
and to me, that's what obviously your top movies are the ones that you gravitate towards and the ones that you identify the most with.
Yeah. Like there's so like.
I do
here's the
westerns
problem.
or horror, but
Because like, would you say those were probably like the movies that you like to watch?
Those are ones. So like for sure, like Across the Universe, Singing in the Rain,
Yeah.
Dirty Dancing. Like those are. I don't even know if I said Singing in the Rain. Singing in the Rain.
Yeah.
But like those are ones I revisit a lot.
Yeah.
But it's mostly because like. I say they're comfort movies, but it's because the music's so good.
Yeah.
Like the movies are good too, but like Dirty Dancing I'll put on because I'm like I just love the music
Yeah.
to it. And I get teased so hard for loving Dirty
There's
Dancing.
nothing wrong
so
with
much.
that, yeah.
But I love Dirty
There's
Dancing.
nothing wrong with it, but now every
funny?
time, like if I ever text you on like a Saturday and I know you're not doing anything, I'm like, he's watching Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, dude, there's a reason why
that's
like
gonna be it
just
from now on.
feet up,
It's
Dirty
hilarious.
Dancing on.
Caitlin
just-
teases me because there's like I'm curious what she would say, but like she says there's always like my 3 or 4 comfort movies.
Uh-huh.
Dirty Dancing's always on there. Jerry Maguire's always on there.
Okay.
Goofy Movie's always on there. So like there's like a weird mix.
It's real.
What was
That's
that
what
last
I'm
one?
saying.
It's very
Goofy Movie.
eclectic.
So like Goofy Movie, like this is going on a tangent.
I love
and
Goofy
that
Movie.
was gonna be an honorable mention. Was
Yeah.
Goofy Movie? 'Cause,
Had
like,
great sound.
dude, the soundtrack's
Yeah.
freaking amazing.
So good.
But like that movie,
it didn't
right
have to
there-
go that hard.
No, it went so hard for a straight to DVD movie.
I will say I'm surprised. Not a lot of like Disney like classics, like
The reason why I didn't
Yeah.
go Disney was because I'm like it would have to be its own genre. Like we would have
Yeah.
to be like name
Yeah.
our
Best
top 5
Disney.
Disney ones.
All right, fine. I'll
that's-
add that to the list
that's
too.
because there's so many. Dude.
Yeah.
Like it's tough because like there's just like
Ooh.
1,000 Disney.
There we
movies.
go. Let's come
Because
with
like there's
our-
ones I like that no one would probably put on their list, like a Hercules. Like I love the soundtrack of Hercules, but no one ever puts it.
I love
Yeah,
it.
Hercules.
That's all.
Yeah.
Call IIX.
Yeah, that's great, dude. But yeah, like my list here are ones I revisit a lot. Like I don't revisit Tenacious D that much. That one's more like a similar
right.
one where like it comes in the rotation and I'm like, okay, I gotta listen.
But
to
again, it's like it really is like if you're gonna classify something for an iconic, like that's one too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's really good. But it was funny, like if no one knew me and you were like, guess this man's personality type by his movie collection.
Right.
You point them in the corner of the 1,000 movies and you'd be like, what the hell
You
is
had to
this
pick
guy?
if you had to pick one.
Yeah.
You know
Like
what?
it goes like across the universe is here, and then you look down here and there's like some weird Satanist whatever.
Yeah. I can't wait.
You have human centipede.
I can't wait for Christmas. I'm gonna get you something that you can hang up in the house.
My
for-
boy, I accept all gifts, all forms, all shapes. It's just like a Patrick Swayze poster.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Dude. Hey,
Shout out if any of you viewers want to send us stuff. We got an Amazon list too. If you want to send out.
It's true.
Us.
I did put
Check
the,
out
we
on
got
TikTok.
We got the wish
Yeah,
list on
yeah.
there. So I
Now, why
purposely-
there's Dirty Dancing posters and such?
It's just like Patrick Swayze underwear, Patrick Swayze shirt, Patrick Swayze t-shirt. Yeah, it's just like Chase. You want to put some stuff we all want on there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna Photoshop you into ghosts.
My face under like what's her face's face. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, go ahead and comment some of your favorite movie scores. But also keep an eye out on the socials because on there I try when we're gonna film to put some of the questions to kind of because I want to start doing some shout outs too for certain people. So
right on.
that was nice to get a few interactions.
Right on.
Too, so.
Yep.
So.
All right.
I think so. Let's do next week. Let's do our video game soundtracks.
Video game.
Yeah, because that's a whole
interesting.
other long.
We doing
list.
just the best, or are we doing like a top?
So
We can do a
okay,
top.
so we can do a couple. We can do this a couple ways.
Yeah.
We could say like we each pick a few as our favorites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. That we just like.
And then our
and then like
absolute-
what is the best movie soundtrack?
Sounds
and
good
then
to me.
we can kind of do a little.
We'll do.
switch.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. I like
Let's do
that.
it.
I already have what mine is. So.
Wrong.
Like you will not move me.
I'm here to stay.
So,
Yeah, I like that.
So keep an eye out for that one.
That's good.
I'll post a thing for best video game soundtracks, and we'll see if everybody comments.
Right on.
and we can
Yeah,
get
right
that
on.
for next time too.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's it, guys.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. We could also maybe later on going on since it is close to the Christmas season. We can
Yes.
also do here's one: movies that take place around Christmas. Are they Christmas movies? Yes or no? For example, Die Hard. That is not the only movie on the list, but
No,
that is
there's
the
a
most
few. Yeah,
that is the most
that's the most
infamous.
infamous one.
yeah,
There's a
And
few.
that includes shows as well, because there are some shows
There are
that
some
are
shows, yeah.
based around there.
Okay.
So I would say that can maybe not next week. It could be one of the other ones, but we can think about what do you think about those type of movies that are around Christmas?
Interesting.
I see you. I see how you
Interesting.
going.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
All right. Well, guys, keep an
there
eye
you
out
have
on some of the other stuff. Socials, obviously, it's an interactive thing.
Yeah, check out our social. Chase is posting a lot of good stuff. Make sure to interact. Get your shout outs here. We'll get you shouted out on the podcast as well. So
Remember, vote for my list. There sucks.
Vote for Pedro.
all right. Thanks y'all. Like and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.